this is Wolfychu, and a lot of people have asked me to make a Draw My Life, so today I'm gonna do that. It all started in a place called Surrey in the UK, the place where Harry Potter grew up. I was an Irish girl who was born and lived in the UK for the first 6 years of my life with my parents and my 2 older brothers. I was a really quiet kid who loved animals and to draw. I remember when I wanted to draw but couldn't find any paper, I'd look around the house for other things to draw on, like boxes, the wall, my mom's clothes. I remember liking the street that we lived on because my best friend lived just a few houses away, so we could see each other almost every day. There was also a park at the end of the street too, which I loved. But then one day my parents said that we were going to be moving away from there and going to Spain. I didn't understand what it meant to be moving to another country, but I knew that Spain had swimming pools, so I didn't really think about anything else. When we got there though, I remember I started to get scared. I was gonna have to start at a new school all by myself, and I thought that I was gonna be the only person there who spoke English. I also didn't realize how far away from home we were either. I remember I kept expecting to see my best friend coming through the door at any moment, just like she used to. I got used to living in Spain pretty quickly though. The street we lived on was actually full of stray cats, which I thought was great. I remember I gave a name to every single one of them. We even got to keep some of them as pets too. Learning Spanish turned out to be easy for me too, since I was still really young. I really enjoyed my time in primary school. I had great friends and had fun every day. But once I started high school, things started to change a lot. My 2 best friends started hanging out with this other girl, and I was seeing them less and less, until we weren't really friends anymore. I didn't have any other friends in school, and since we were a few months into the first year already, everyone already had their own little friendship groups, and I felt like I couldn't get into any of them. So I ended up just staying by myself, which really sucked. Things stayed like this for almost 2 years, until I ended up sitting next to 2 of my old primary school friends in class, and we started to become friends again. I started talking to one other girl too, and the 3 of them ended up becoming really good friends to me. Suddenly school wasn't so bad anymore. Until the time came where everyone had to decide what career path they wanted to take. Everybody I knew seemed to have it all figured out. They knew what they wanted to be and exactly what they needed to do to get there. I had no idea what I wanted to be. The only thing I'd ever taken a real interest in was art. Drawing was my favorite thing to do, but I'd been led to believe that I could never make a career out of it. That if I did art at uni, I'd just end up finishing school and never be able to find any kind of work. So I felt like I had to choose something else, but I just didn't know what. I thought about so many different kinds of jobs, but could never find an answer. My friends all moved away for university while I stayed at home. Everyone was moving on with their lives while I was just being left behind all by myself. I felt like there had to be something wrong with me for not knowing what I wanted to do with my life. I felt completely lost. I still wanted to draw though. I started drawing pictures for people on the internet who I was either friends with or a fan of, and I was really surprised at the reactions I'd get. People really liked my drawings. I wanted to get more into it, so I got a small drawing tablet and tried out drawing digitally. It felt really different at first, but it was also a lot of fun, and I just wanted to draw more and more. My life really started to change in 2016, when I started talking to this Australian boy who I'd known online for a few years. His name is Jordan, and we started talking to each other on Skype every single day for hours at a time. He was really different from anyone else I'd ever known. He liked pretty much all of the same things I did, and he was just always so fun to talk to and always made me really happy. I realized that I was falling in love with him, and we knew that we had to meet each other in person. I remember I wanted to tell him how I felt about him, but I was just way too shy and I couldn't get the words to come out of my mouth. So I told him in Spanish instead, because I knew that he didn't understand any Spanish. He was trying to figure out what I was saying to him with Google Translate, but it kept telling him the wrong thing, so he was just getting really confused. Just a few months later, I traveled out to Australia to meet Jordan in person for the first time. The time that we spent together was amazing. I'd never been happier in my entire life. And just a few days after me being there, Jordan asked me to be his girlfriend. I knew for sure after being together in person that he was the one for me, and I decided that I wanted to move out to Australia permanently so that we could be together. Moving to another country might be a big decision to make, especially if it's on the other side of the world. But I had no doubts. Everything just felt right. Jordan and I had both loved art since a young age, and when he saw my art, he said that I could probably make a career out of it, even though everybody else had told me that I could never make that happen. Jordan had just discovered the animation community on YouTube, and started to encourage me to try out animating and create my own YouTube channel. The only time I'd ever tried out animating was on PictoChat on my Nintendo DS, if you can even count that. I was really keen to try animating properly though, and Jordan wanted to get back into animating too. So I created my channel and we started creating animations together. I've only been on YouTube for a year and a half, but my channel has grown so much since then, and I just feel so lucky and happy to be where I am today. It's really all thanks to you guys that I'm able to do what I love every single day, and I'm really so grateful for that. Thank you all so much for all of your support. It really means so much to me. And that's my life story so far. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I have a Patreon where I post my works in progress, storytime bloopers, and heaps of other cool rewards. If you'd like to check that out, the link will be in the description down below. Thank you all for watching. Bye! Ah!